First one is a very obvious. Excuse me, what? I'm just gonna go out here on a limb and say that I think any normal person would excuse me what this. Anyways, as you can see, which got a screen share more. We're doing that right now. House GOP leader Steve King from Iowa, a real superstar. Okay, let's go down and let's see. Apparently, he gave an interview. I'm not sure. Oh, it was a New York Times interview, which is so shocking. Like, don't you just wonder when you read these, like, what was the environment that led to him, like, saying this? I don't know.
I think it's well,
sure,
yeah.
Sure. So he goes, white nationalist, white supremacist, Western civilization. How did that language become offensive? So right off the bat, why would you say white nationalist? Why would you say that?
Here's the thing, though. White nationalist, you can kind of get away with, maybe.
No,
white supremacist.
I don't think you can.
White supremacist is where you lose all hope, though.
I know that was going to be the joke I was about to lead in with. I was going to be like, why would you say white nationalist and then go on to white supremacist?
Oh yeah, no, it's worse, dude. It's
just definitely worse. Now, I think we both can agree, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. The one that you could get away with most is like Western civilization. Like, okay, there's definitely there still are, and we've talked about this on the pod. Not a lot of people, but there still are people that live in their own separated, isolated tribes and are content. And so maybe you could find an argument for the Western civilization one, but Jesus with the white supremacist. Like, what is going on? What?
I think there's definitely. I think Western civilization is completely non-offensive. That's fair enough because Western civilization.
I don't even disagree with that. Yeah,
right. It's you're predicated on a certain worldview, on a certain set of base beliefs that Western civilization is associated with, right? White nationalists, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, dude. Get away with. Why are you a white nationalist? That's kind of weird. And then white supremacist, you just threw all hope out the window. You had no ground. He later said he is simply a nationalist and condemned anyone that supports this evil and bigoted ideology of white nationalism and white supremacy. So,
I'm glad I cleared that up.
Did he did he misspeak, or did he accidentally say what he really thinks? That's the question, right? Yeah. And I think he somewhat talked about things he actually believes in, which is, you know, if you're a white supremacist, that is your hill to die on, brother.
Yeah, that's. If this doesn't end this man's career, I'm not sure what will.
So is he a federal senator?
Oh, good try.
Representative?
He is a representative.
Is he a state representative?
He is a representative federally from Iowa.
Jesus,
Iowa 4th district.
I mean,
the most rural district in Iowa.
Yeah. Well, hey, can you blame them? What if he actually is representing his constituents by saying these things?
Then we've got to talk about that's fine. But then we wouldn't debate about democracy or representation. We would just debate morality and being a fucking moron. You know, so that's all. Just being hateful. You know, just don't be hateful. I think these things. This article makes me excuse me what, just because I'm so tired of living in the divisive times we live in, and even more so, I am extremely tired of politicians who fart in jars and sniff them while they're on national talk shows saying, we got to stop being divisive. We got to do better. We got to come together. And then in the same paragraph, once they get confronted about their policy, they're like, oh, but the Democrats, or, oh, but the Republicans. I'm like, stop. You are in the same paragraph breathlessly being a hypocrite, being the biggest hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? It's just... I really think that these days the qualification for being a politician is how much fart can you smell straight from your butthole to your nose. The more the better. The more the better.
Yeah,
Tulsi Gabbard's running for president, by the way.
I saw that. You know, we are going to have to take Now that I mean, within the like next 6 months or so, all of these people will make their announcements. So we should do a deep dive on like 2020, our feelings, maybe our selections. But that's
There's gonna be a lot more positive than you think from me on Elizabeth Warren. Okay, second article
really.
on
Wow, I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to that.
She started the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. She's done a lot. She stands up for workers more than most politicians who have hoses straight from their buttholes to their nose.
Unfortunately,
Anyways.
being an executive, you have to carry yourself in certain ways, and I would disagree, but sure. Anyway, let's carry on. That's for another time, another
care
day.
How you carry yourself. Just make sure you're making policy that helps people. They don't.
That's not necessarily true.
Ouch. That's always true.
It depends. Okay. When you are the face of the American country, I suppose. When you are the face of the United States of America, I kind of grind with the fact that you shouldn't at least be a certain type of presented thing. Not a corporate stooge. Oh, stop. A leader.
We got corporate stooges.
A leader knows how to be a leader in the public
we got
eye.
None right now. Elizabeth Warren comes close. Bernie's better. Okay. Now.
I think there's better than both, but sure, go on. Excuse me, what? What's next?
One name. Just one name before we move on of better.
Oh, really?
Bernie or Elizabeth Warren. Yeah, quick.
I'll say this. I don't have a name, but I don't doubt that I can find a name.
Wow, okay. So just
and that's how I feel.
Lying to the pod listeners.
Well, Bernie's too old and Warren isn't marketable. So if that's what you want me to say, that's what I'll say.
You're going to gatekeep on age? I hate that.
Yes,
and by the way, that's the article that we're going to go through, but that's dumb.
It is actually, yeah. Great.
I'll give you a chance to make an argument, but that sounds dumb to me. Okay.
It's not dumb, but carry on.
I told you you'll get your chance. Take a breath.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure. Go ahead.